Hello and welcome back to Stencil Me 101. Today we are going to be talking about everything that you need to know to avoid bleed through while stenciling. Some tools you'll need to avoid bleed through are a roller, a stencil brush, some photo mount, and always some tape. First, I'm going to tell you exactly what not to do. The number one worst thing to do in stenciling is to have way too much paint on your brush. You want to have just a little bit. Another mistake is having a really heavy hand when you're applying your paint, because this is actually just pushing that paint underneath of the stencil, and that's exactly what we don't want. Lastly, another mistake is not taping down your stencil. This is going to make your stenciling process so much more frustrating. All of these mistakes leave us with an image that's a little blotchy and not so pleasing to the eye. So now that you know everything that you should avoid doing, I can teach you some helpful techniques to make your stenciling experience so much easier. I love using photo mount on the back of my stencil just to assure that all the little details really stick down to the paper. I also always tape down my stencil to assure that it's not moving around on me. I also always make sure to wipe off that excess paint onto a paper towel. The best way to apply your paint is with a light hand using small circular motions, or with a roller that has a little bit of paint on it. Patience is definitely a huge part of stenciling, because when you start trying to rush, that's when you run into problems. Avoiding these mistakes and following these solutions will lead you to such a more crisp, delightful image to look at. Now that you know all the do's and don'ts of stenciling, I hope you can remember these simple tips during your future projects. Head to our website to check out more of our stencils, and don't forget to tag us on social media with your stencil art.